Hey, I'm here to give you my review of PWG's The Gentle Art of Making Enemies. Very clever title for the show. Great cover as well. Very eye-catching. And this is the very first PWG show of 2009. This took place back in January. Um, I thought it was just another excellent show from PWG. It actually only goes an hour and 45 minutes, but there's really no filler at all, and it's very easy to sit through. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I actually got it at ROHWrestling.com during the 40% off sale. So I pretty much got it for maybe like 10, like nine to $10. So, coming up for the Black Friday sale, I definitely recommend picking this up. You could probably get it really cheap, maybe for like $8 or $9 if you incorporate the sale into it. Okay, so let's get right down to it. The first match was the Cutler brothers versus Los Luchas. I thought this was an excellent tag team match. Just a great way to start off the show. Um, the Cutler brothers. This was actually the first match at PWG. So they worked kind of the heel style. They were more methodical. Eventually, like the last 5 minutes of the match was really good. I mean, the Los Luchas. I thought Los Luchas looked excellent here. They played a great babyface tag team. They uh, they did a lot of suicidal offense, just a lot of like crazy stuff. Like they did a springboard 450 onto the outside, one of them. Another guy just did another torpedo onto the outside. It was just crazy stuff, and all the offense at the end of the match was pretty exciting. So I thought the show started off pretty good here. All right, so next up we get a singles match. We get Austin Aries versus T.J. Perkins. T.J. Perkins is from the West Coast. He's made a name for himself on the West Coast. He's really one of PWG's homegrown talents. Yeah, him and Aries had a decent match. The thing about this match was Aries actually. Uh, this is right after he kind of changed his look. So he kind of shaved. We get the new look Austin Aries here. The heel Austin Aries, the heel look of Austin Aries, but at the same time, he wrestled like the more he wrestled still like the serious Austin Aries. So he really didn't show any of his new character as far as his like mannerisms or anything like that. But he does have his new look here, and he looked a lot more out of shape back then. It's obvious that he's gotten himself into more better physical condition since then. So, but as far as this match goes, it was just nothing spectacular, but just pretty decent wrestling. It featured a lot of good stuff. Bryan Danielson was on commentary, so I thought that added to the match. Um, so next up, we get Joey Ryan versus Bobby Quance in the singles match. I thought this was very enjoyable. Bobby Quance was actually gave up a professional wrestling career to join the military about 4 years ago. So this is kind of one of his first matches back, and he really did a lot of fun stuff. He just tried to. He was kind of like he wrestled kind of like Eugene. Like he tried to imitate a lot of wrestlers, which is pretty fun. But at the same time, it was still kind of a serious type of match. So it was a little bit of seriousness and comedy mixed in, and I thought Joey Ryan looked very good here as well. There was some really cool stuff. This guy went for the ankle slam, and he kind of acted like Kurt Angle from the old days because he hasn't seen any new wrestling. So he kind of was using all the old wrestling finishers. He used what's his name, Ivan Putski's the Polish Hammer. He did the super kick, and then Joey Ryan countered it into his own super kick, which was a nice spot. So yeah, I mean this is a pretty enjoyable match. All right, so next up we get Bryan Danielson versus Scott Lost. I thought this was an excellent match. Scott Lost attacked Bryan Danielson from behind, and they started brawling all over the arena. He whipped him into a chair, and the guy sitting in the chair was drinking beer, and then beer went all over Bryan Danielson. That was pretty crazy, and then eventually Danielson showed some fighting spirit. I thought Danielson looked great. He looked sharp. He really brought it for this match, and these two guys just had a nice back and forth match. I thought this was excellent. There was something missing for it to get into that 4-star range, but I thought, you know, I just thought this was pretty solid. But I think that the atmosphere and the crowd sometimes just hurts some PWG matches. So, but All right, so let's just move on. Next up, we get El Generico versus Chuck Taylor. I thought this was just another solid match. Uh, just a lot of very solid wrestling. Nothing spectacular. Just another great El Generico match. Chuck Taylor looked great as well. He played a pretty good heel in this match. Ending featured El Generico hitting the brainbuster on the side of the ring apron, which is pretty innovative. Usually he does it on the turnbuckle, but here he did it on the apron. All right, so next up we get the main event. We get the Young Bucks versus Davey Richards and Roderick Strong for the PWG Tag Team titles. The thing that was kind of weird about this was we all know Davey Richards and Roderick Strong were kind of in a feud in Ring of Honor, so I don't know how many people bought them tagging together. But as far as this match goes, I thought it was excellent. Just another great match from the Young Bucks. I thought Davey Richards and Roderick Strong looked like the more impressive tag team here. They just busted out a lot of more intense offense. So, but yeah, the Young Bucks look good as they always do. Just another great match, another great show from PWG. The ending to this match is pretty innovative. It featured a nice counter for the more bang for the buck. It's Aries and Strong saw it coming, and I just thought it was pretty nice the way they countered it. And yeah, I mean this is a pretty good main event. I say it's a solid 4-star match, best match of the show. The show is very short; it's only an hour and 45 minutes. Definitely pick it up. It's just another solid show from PWG. Uh, I'd say there's 2 matches on here that are really good. I thought the Scott Lost and Bryan Danielson match was very good, and then the main event with the Young Bucks and Roderick Strong was another excellent match. So, all right, take it easy.